guys, 안녕하세요, 미사입니다. Today I am back to film this makeup look and I'm super excited because I finally have all my lights in and it took literally forever for everything to get in and for me to set up this background and everything, but it is finally done and I am finally ready to film. I have decided to create a compilation of a lot of different types of American makeup and Korean aspects and try and make a makeup look that I like personally and that also fits my type of eye shape. It is really glam, but the eyeshadow isn't overpowering. It's just really beautiful. I'm really happy with the way the halo eye came out. I haven't done many halo eyes in the past and I'm really excited with the way it came out. This look is really just perfect for any type of fall occasion, whether you're going on a fall date night, if you're, doing Thanksgiving makeup. Before we get on to the tutorial, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you want to be part of our YouTube fam where we just share lots of positivity and have fun. Alright, let's get started. So first we're going to start off with the Majolica primer, and this is really going to set off your skin to be poreless and be able to accept your foundation well and make it last. I've been using this since prom last year and I have not regretted it. I do want to look for more primers, but not because this one is not doing its job, just because I'm curious, but just use any sort of primer that you guys are normal and comfortable with because you don't want to use something that's going to irritate your skin. And then I'm going to be using the Real Technique sponge with any sort of spray or even water. I was just too lazy to get up. And you're going to wet your sponge, and I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty foundation. I've really been enjoying this because it is really nice for your skin. It's not too shiny and it's really good for layering with other foundations, which is exactly what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to be using a Korean brand cushion foundation because I want to get that Korean type of aesthetic today with the brightening skin and the shiny skin. So the Fenty Beauty foundation is really matte, so we're not going to be using that as our finish. This is just going to add that brightening effect because it's really light compared to my skin, and it's also going to give us that coverage for our pimples and stuff. So I'm going to be putting on that first, and I do use a sponge in this video, but I would prefer for me to be using a Morphe or like kabuki flat top type of brush because that is just going to give you so much better control over this foundation, and the sponge is just kind of drying it out at this point because I didn't wet it completely. But now I'm going to be using the Artistry Cosmetics cushion foundation. This is my favorite cushion foundation that I've used so far. It gives you really nice coverage and finish. It's not too long lasting because it does get oily throughout the day because it is a shiny type of foundation, but it's really nice if you want to get that effect and have that sort of healthy glowy skin. That's the main goal that I have for my skin, so I always use this foundation when I want to go out and just look healthy. If you are too matte or too shiny, it can look weird, but this one is really nice for your skin. I'm putting this on my lips because I wanted to do an ombre effect later on, which you guys will see, but I just looked dead throughout this entire video, so that's why. But then I go in with my sponge again because my cushion foundation is actually really old. I need to get a new one and the sponge is breaking down, so it was giving me little marks and stuff on my face, so I'm just going back in with my sponge. And now I'm going in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, which I love, and I'm just making a little triangle shape underneath my eyes. I'm not swiping, I am dabbing, because if you swipe, it's just gonna deposit so much concealer because the doe foot applicator is just so large that you're gonna have a huge mess underneath your eyes, and you don't want to have so much that you're gonna have to blend out all throughout your face because then you're just going to highlight points of your face that you don't want to. So I dab. Basically, just don't put on too much on your face. And I'm bringing this up to my eyelids, if I can talk, and then I'm gonna set the rest of my face with the Makeup Forever powder. It's getting everywhere, but I'm just using a pretty not dense brush, so it's not going to pack on so much of that powder, but you don't want it to be so shiny that your face is going to slide everywhere. So I am putting on a little bit of powder, but don't put on so much that's going to be like powdery everywhere. So then I'm going to put on the same powder underneath my eyes, but I'm using a sponge this time to really pack it underneath my eyes because I don't want my eyes to be creasing, and I do have really crease prone under eyes. Can I speak, please? And then I'm going to go in with a spoolie on my eyebrows to get rid of excess foundation and fix my brow hairs. And then I'm going to go in with the Anastasia brow powder, the duotone powder, and I'm going to put on that just on my brows. So I have eyebrows, basically. I have super sparse eyebrows that are uneven and just not cute naturally, so I'm going in with both of the colors and just really forming an eyebrow that is sort of straight but not. I have naturally pretty arched eyebrows, so trying to make them straight is a little bit difficult. Alright, so finally my eyebrows are done, and now I'm going in with my Urban Decay primer potion to prime my eyes. I don't know how else to say that, but this is just an extra insurance step. If you don't, want to, you don't have to, but for me, eyeshadow doesn't last at all if I don't have it on, and the colors are very, very dull if I don't. So I put that on and put on powder over it. It can be an eyeshadow, it can be a translucent powder, it doesn't matter. Just set it so you're not putting eyeshadow straight on a primer because that's going to give you skips. And then I'm going in with a mauve color from the Modern Renaissance palette and putting that on as my blending shade. This is going to set the kind of transition between all your colors. So you're going to want to put this on all the way up to where you want your finished eyeshadow look to be. Because if you try and put this color on like in the middle of your look, it's going to kind of turn out weird. So make sure you put this where you want it in the very beginning. It doesn't have to be pretty, just put it in the right places. I'm also bringing this into my inner corner for the halo eye because I don't want it to be really abrupt when I put on the bright colors, so just want to put that there, and also underneath your eyes to start the transition for your lower lash line colors that we're going to put on underneath. And then we're going to go in with a brick color from the Morphe 3502 palette, and this is just going to kind of start building the color, but this isn't the exact color that I want, so I'm going to be combining a few different colors to get the perfect burgundy color that I want. So I'm starting this on the outer eye and bringing it upwards and blending that in as I go. I'm not inserting the color and then blending, I'm blending as I put on the colors, so it's not going to be skipping anywhere on my eyelids. I'm also putting this on underneath my eyes because I like to put on the lower lash line as I put on the top eyelid colors because I don't want it to be too heavy or uneven later on. And then I'm using the hot pink shade from the Modern Renaissance palette so I can start adding in that red burgundy color. I will be adding deeper tones to really bring out that burgundy shade, but for now I'm trying to build up the pink aspect. And then I'm putting Realgar on my inner corners so I can start building up the halo effect. And I'm starting with an orangish color because I didn't want to go too dark on the inner corner in case it's gonna kind of be weird. Like I said, I haven't done too many halo eyes on my channel, so I just really didn't want to mess it up basically. But I'm going with a Realgar underneath my eyes and the other pink shade underneath my eyes because with this combination, it's gonna give you a really pink burgundy rosy effect that's really, really pretty in the end. So I'm just blending all of these colors together. You might think it's like excessive and not needed, and maybe it's not, but I mean, it turned out fine. I loved all the orange, pink, and burgundy shades that we're going through, and it's just really going to add a lot of dimension to your look. And then I'm going in with that maroon color, burgundy color from the Modern Renaissance palette, and this is what's going to add that depth that we need. And this is really going to give you that halo kind of glowing effect on your eyes. So I'm putting this both on the outer and inner corners, but make sure you don't overload it on the inner corners, especially if you have small Asian eyes like mine, because it can be overloaded really quickly. And then I'm going in with that shimmery beige shade from the Modern Renaissance and kind of popping it in the middle, and then going in with the dark brown and just really adding that depth. I'm going with a really small brush here because I didn't want to add too much, and I didn't want to, you know, overpower the red. You don't want to make it a brown look, you want to make it a red look. So this is just adding the darkness that it needs. And then I'm going in with that pinky shade again, just to add that red burgundy shade again, so the depth is still there but the color isn't lost. And then we're just gonna go in and blend everything out because blending is key. And then I'm going in with the Shine Fix Eyes from Aritaum. This is a Korean cream eyeshadow that is just one of my top things, and it's a really glittery product, so I just love it. And then we're going in with that same champagne color underneath your inner corner, so it can give you that kind of pop effect for your eyes. And then I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal True Match color in N8, I believe. And this is just the choice that I like to use for a contour shade because I have very yellow undertones. And if I use any sort of kind of like contour, gray toned effect things, it just looks really weird and unnatural on my skin. So I'm going in with a dark powder. And then I'm going in with Champagne Pop on my highlighter because this is essentially the only highlighter that I like to use on my skin right now. But yeah, just putting that on my cheekbones and also my nose. And don't forget the tip of the nose because that's what gives you like the cute little nose effect. And then I'm going in with Maybelline Line Stiletto because this is my choice eyeliner when it comes to drugstore. So basically it's just really nice because it gives you a good felt tip that doesn't kind of wear down or get weird and dirty throughout its lifetime. But I do have to admit that this liner doesn't last too long. It lasts about, I think, 4 months or something. So depending on how often you do your eyes and how much eyeliner you use, it'll go less or longer. But as you can see, I don't use that much eyeliner. I just do a very thin line, so it gives me that definition, but it's not too thick or anything. Especially if you're going for a Korean eye effect, then you don't want to go thick, and you don't want to angle your eyeliner up. You want to angle it out and a little bit down, so you're just elongating your eyes instead of giving yourself a wing. And then I'm curling my eyes, just prepping it for the mascara and false lashes. For my mascara, I'm using the Mally Volumizing Mascara. I don't know if it's because my mascara has dried out or if this mascara is always like this, but this is literally so amazing. It elongates my eyelashes without clumping them, so it's amazing for when you're using lashes. And I don't know, it's perfect. But I have just popped on some Ardell lashes that are pretty and fanned out, and I'm also using a combination of mauve tones to create that transition for my lips. I'm going in with the Revlon Raisin shade later on to really give me that deep effect, but for now I'm just using random dark mauve colors to get that transition. And now you'll see with the brush, I'm going in with Raisin. And this is the main color that I want to use for this ombre look because it's really dark. But when blended out, it gives you this really pretty burgundy kind of bitten, like love bitten kind of effect. It's really nice, really cute. I like it. Continue to blend this outwards with a fanning motion. And going in with Champagne Pop on my brows. That is the last step to this look. Alright, this is it. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys liked the look and try it out for yourselves. If you guys do, don't forget to tag me on Instagram and I will definitely check it out and hopefully repost it. I'm really excited to see you guys recreate it. Bye.